guys, welcome back to Lacrosse Nation. Glad to have you back here.
Hello.
Today we're going to go over some of the new Warrior and Brine products we just got in today into all our new stores as well. First thing we got up is the, thanks Ken, the new Warrior Regulator.
Ooh.
Brand new head out by Warrior. Sean, what's all the buzz about this?
The Regulator. Take a look at it. Nice and stiff. Great for you midfielders and defensemen out there, especially you middies that are sick and tired of going through flimsy heads. It's really stiff.
Strong.
And strong. Reminds me a lot of the Revo and the Cyber. Great head. A lot of sidewall holes for stringing. And this cool little thing that you're probably wondering what that is. It's the new Loctech technology. Reminder first, before we get into this. This will not work on any carbon or any carbon fiber shafts. Basically any shafts with a solid top.
Has to have an opening.
It has to have an opening. Thank you for being there for me. So the lock top, you drill the hole. The way this works is that it expands once the screw goes in, helps grip in there. So for all you guys that are sick and tired of rotating your shaft, putting new holes, putting tape on it, having a hard time getting it off, I think this is going to solve that problem.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. So, up next is the
Brine Clutch 4. Brine Clutch 4, if you're a big fan of the Clutch series, this is the next best thing, latest and greatest. Sean, what's all the hubbub about this?
All the hype. I believe if you guys are a big Clutch fan, that you're probably used to it being very, very flimsy. If you once actually you guys get this in your hands, you can realize that Brine has strengthened this, made it
super stiff.
A lot stiffer. They added the Vari-Flex down here for when it's hot out.
Plastic doesn't warp as much.
Plastic doesn't warp and it stays stiff throughout the hot conditions, all you guys playing on turf in the summer. So go pick this up if you're an attackman or an offensive midi. Definitely a great pickup.
Do it.
Do it. Next up, not as new, kind of new. We had a limited run earlier on. Next up is the Brine King head.
Brine King. Great new head for those offensive players. As a goalie, everyone should know that the goalie is the first line of offense, last line of defense.
Last line.
Sean, tell them what's about.
All new King. We finally got a full run of these. Great head. Extra stiff again. I like what Brine's doing with the stiffness. This way you don't have to constantly run through a head every month actually. So the face is 3% longer than the standard Lacrosse head. It's giving you better transition time. It's got a great channel, helps really guide the ball out there. Awesome sidewall structure, a lot of stringing holes again for you stringers out there to get creative. And I really am excited for this Warrior and Brine product line. Thanks for stopping by. There you have it. All the new Warrior and Brine products have hit our stores. If you can't get to one of our stores, click up here and get on our website. You can purchase anything on there from Warrior and Brine. Comment below underneath what one out of the 3 heads you will use, either the Regulator, the King, or the Clutch 4. We want to know what you would use this season, and we'll see you next week.
Let's go.